A routine walk home became a terrifying reminder that danger can appear when it's least expected. After leaving a bank in Leon Springs, a woman was allegedly followed by two masked suspects who targeted the cash she was carrying. But before the robbery could unfold, her loyal pit bull, Rambo, reacted without hesitation. Sensing the threat, the fearless dog charged straight at the suspects, forcing them to abandon their plan and flee the scene empty-handed. Rambo's courage turned what could have been a tragic encounter into a story of loyalty and protection. His instinctive bravery proves once again that our four-legged companions are often willing to risk everything to keep the people they love safe. A routine day at a mobile phone store in Giralda Plaza, Riobamba, suddenly turned tense when two suspects allegedly entered the shop and attempted to carry out a robbery. Instead of giving in to fear, the store's employees reacted quickly, while nearby residents rushed over to help. Working together, they managed to detain one of the suspects before police arrived. The second suspect fled the scene before authorities could respond. The incident serves as a powerful reminder that quick thinking and community cooperation can make a critical difference during emergencies. Thanks to the courage of those who stepped forward, the robbery was disrupted, and one suspect was taken into custody while the investigation continues. An ordinary day in Salinas suddenly turned chaotic when two suspected robbers allegedly targeted a local resident and attempted to make a quick escape. Their plan quickly unraveled as nearby neighbors noticed the commotion and rushed to help. Working together, the community confronted the suspects, preventing them from fleeing easily and turning the attempted robbery into a dramatic showdown in the street. Thanks to the quick response and courage of local residents, the suspects' escape was disrupted, proving that when a community stands together, criminals have nowhere to hide. An ordinary day on a busy Florida roadway became a powerful reminder that real-life heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they are ordinary people who choose to act when every second counts. A vehicle was seen slowly drifting through an intersection with an unconscious woman behind the wheel, putting countless lives at risk. As a co-worker desperately called for help, a group of passing motorists refused to stand by and watch. Without hesitation, these everyday heroes stopped their own vehicles, surrounded the moving car, and worked together to bring it safely to a halt before a devastating crash could happen. Knowing the driver needed immediate help, they even broke a window to reach her and provide aid until emergency responders arrived. Because of the courage, quick thinking, and selfless teamwork of these strangers, a potential tragedy was prevented. Their inspiring actions prove that heroes are all around us, and in someone's darkest moment, an ordinary person can become the reason another life is saved. A routine visit to a neighborhood grocery store in Piura, Peru, suddenly turned into a terrifying scene when five masked suspects riding three motorcycles allegedly surrounded a woman and attempted to rob her. But as the robbery was unfolding, police officers arrived at the scene and immediately sprang into action. Caught off guard by the rapid response, the suspects abandoned their plan and tried to escape. Officers launched an immediate pursuit, successfully detaining one of the suspects while the remaining individuals fled. Thanks to the swift intervention of law enforcement, the victim was rescued from an even more dangerous situation, and the investigation to locate the remaining suspects is ongoing. The incident is a powerful reminder that fast police response can make all the difference. preventing crimes from escalating and helping keep communities safe. An ordinary trip along a highway in Brazil suddenly turned into a dramatic rescue when a young woman found herself in a frightening and dangerous situation. As the incident unfolded, the driver of a passing bus noticed the young woman in distress and immediately brought the vehicle to a stop. Without hesitation, 4 courageous passengers jumped off the bus and sprinted toward the scene. Acting with incredible bravery, the 4 strangers confronted the suspect, restrained him, and prevented him from escaping, rescuing the young woman before the situation could become even more dangerous. Thanks to the courage, quick thinking, and teamwork of these everyday heroes, the young woman was safely rescued. Their selfless actions are a powerful reminder that true heroes are often ordinary people who choose to step forward when someone else's life is on the line. An ordinary family dinner became a life-or-death emergency in a matter of seconds when a husband suddenly began choking on his food and was unable to breathe. With no time to panic, his wife, Samantha Matthews, who was 6 months pregnant, immediately sprang into action. Despite her advanced pregnancy, she carefully positioned herself to protect her unborn baby while performing the Heimlich maneuver on her husband. Her quick thinking and remarkable courage paid off. After several tense moments, the blockage was dislodged, allowing her husband to breathe again and preventing what could have been a heartbreaking tragedy. Today's story is a powerful reminder that staying aware of your surroundings is just as important as locking your doors, especially when arriving home. A woman had just driven into her driveway as the gate slowly began to close. Moments later, her husband arrived to help carry groceries inside. It seemed like an ordinary evening until a gray car suddenly pulled up outside. Seeing the gate still open, 2 armed robbers jumped out of the vehicle and rushed onto the property, catching the couple completely off guard. Despite the terrifying situation, the husband remained remarkably calm. Although he instinctively wanted to fight back, he realized the suspects were armed and chose to stay composed to protect his wife from greater danger. His self-control helped prevent the situation from escalating. After the robbers fled, the built-up emotion finally surfaced. Frustrated by what had happened, the husband picked up a large brick and hurled it toward the fleeing suspects. What began as a violent robbery attempt ended with an extraordinary act of professionalism and humanity. An off-duty police officer in Brazil was suddenly confronted by 2 robbery suspects who attempted to rob him. Reacting swiftly, the officer stopped the attack, leaving one suspect injured while the second fled the scene. After securing the situation and ensuring there was no further threat, the officer did something that surprised everyone. Setting the confrontation aside, he immediately began providing first aid to the injured suspect, treating him until additional emergency responders arrived. A normal day at home turned into a terrifying ordeal when armed robbers approached a family, threatening to turn an ordinary moment into a violent confrontation. But before the suspects could carry out their attack, a quick-thinking woman made a split-second decision that changed everything. She released her loyal pit bull, which immediately charged toward the intruders without hesitation. Caught completely off guard by the fearless dog's aggressive defense, the robbers abandoned their plan and fled the scene, unable to continue the assault. The pit bull's courageous response gave the family the precious seconds they needed to stay safe. Thanks to the woman's quick thinking and the unwavering loyalty of her 4-legged protector, what could have become a tragedy instead ended with the family unharmed. Once again, this incredible dog proved